What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hop Radio Shouty, and as always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing, OG Gangsta Wicked, the Ghetto Mafia. And today, I had to bring family off in here, man, because we've been debating offline, and I had to call my boy Stack off in this thing.
Believe it.
So we can rectify another situation in here, man.
Right now, man, I'm speechless, bro.
See that?
You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit of disrespect, as well as a little bit of hating going on in here. You know, I beat B-High so bad with the DOC. You know, shout out to Texas. I told him that the last time I was on the show, I told him that the DOC would have been the biggest celebrity out of Texas.
Let me get in here, Wick. Let me get in here. I'm not going to argue with you on that. My apologies to the DOC. I knew better. I should have did better than what I did. You know, after the people got in the comments, because I told you I ain't got no go along, get along game viewers out here.
Absolutely.
So after my people got on my ass and told me that I was wrong, I'm man enough to say I was wrong about the DOC. Forgive me, Doc. Forgive me.
Hey, well, you know what I'm saying? My thing is now, we knew you didn't know what you were talking about, me and the people, and now you done brought in this guy for backup to help you out. Look, this man done brought in Stack because I done whooped him on every single debate. So he needed some backup.
Wick win one debate and act like he's the doggone triathlete of all time.
He's the debate king.
I told you that Michael Jackson, the Off the Wall was banned Thriller.
That was wrong.
I told you that 8 Ball was a cut better than UGK.
You was wrong.
I won that. Yeah, I told you the number one was the most ridiculous one you had so far was when you said that Nelly was better than the legendary LL Cool J. I couldn't believe that was blasphemy.
That's still worth another debate because Nelly went diamond. Did LL go diamond? Now, I understand that LL is the GOAT. I ain't taking nothing from the GOAT. But Nelly's my guy, man. He made a lot of music for the ladies now. But I'll let you have that one because you was right.
Weird Al Yankovic with Diamond. Was he better than Michael Jackson? I mean, what does Diamond mean? So, but now you called me last night, B-High.
Yeah.
With yet more foolishness.
See that?
I'm gonna let you say it because you know what? I don't wanna seem like I don't want brought it up. You hit me up. You'll throw these little random things at me to see if I'm on. You know, if you can push me off my square, if you can upset me. And I'm starting to see that. I've been going through counseling, you know what I'm saying, to try to calm down. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama called me and said, don't let B-High push your buttons. He's doing it on purpose. He's a smart guy. He's a professor. You do know that. He's going to say things. It's like when you're going to talk to your shrink and they give you the shock value. You cheated. How'd you know? You go tell on yourself. So you do stuff for shock value. I'm going to let you tell the people what you told me last night.
This is what the issue is, fam, okay? We had an argument over Outkast. I had music playing in the background. Wick told me to cut off what I was listening to because I was listening to the wrong album. The album that I was listening to was Aquemini, which is clearly Outkast's greatest album of all time.
Oh, my God.
And Wick didn't seem to agree with that, y'all, as you can see right now.
He's scratching his forehead. I mean, what's going on?
You got a cheerleader in here. You know, this is a lot. I got to deal with two of y'all.
Dreads and the bald head.
I got to deal with two of y'all. First of all, everybody out there that's looking at me, we all know.
I don't even like your delivery, Wick. I don't even like your delivery because it's too smooth.
Look at me closely. You know what? I ain't gonna say nothing yet. Tell me why Aquemini was their best album.
5 Mics on the Source.
Okay, go ahead.
Some of the biggest singles ever came from that album, such as Rosa Parks, you know, Skew It on the Barbie.
They got sued for Rosa Parks. Go ahead.
They got sued from Rosa Parks because it was too cutting edge. Okay, even Rosa was like, you know what, y'all can't just take my name and make a smash hit with it now. But Cass was like, hey, man, we made songs about everything because we so damn creative. And guess what, Rosa? We're going to take your name from the 50s and the 60s and we're going to bring it up into this millennium. But then on top of that, you know, when we speak of cutting edge, they came with a song by the name of Spody Odie, Dopalicious. one of the greatest hip-hop songs that infuse spoken word, rap, and live instrumentation at the same time, with a little bit of singing on top to really just take it there. I'm talking about the art of storytelling, which was on that album as well, where they told some of the greatest stories in hip-hop, okay? And I'm going to just start off with that for you, Wick.
And you agree with that too, right?
Well, I agree with almost everything.
Hit that mic stack.
You know, so I agree with everything my good friend is saying. But me, I think Atliens, man. I'm just gonna have to ride with Atliens. You know what I'm saying? I'm a great debater.
So obviously Stack don't even he ain't even in the equation then because he want to go with Atliens.
Atliens is one of the best.
That might
Outkast album.
Talk in your mic stack because you don't need to talk to me.
Best. It's the best Outkast album, Atliens, and guess what? Everybody that is looking at me out there, you know, everybody that's looking, ATL, get a good look. ATL is the best album. Yeah.
Why is ATL? You know, Stack. What song on ATL in that?
Bruh, come on now. You got two dope boys in the Cadillac. They didn't say Hyundai. They didn't say Volkswagen. They didn't say Maybach. They didn't say double R. Two dope boys in the Cadillac, and they weren't even selling no dope. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? ATL, and then you had what called ATLian, and how about this? Wheels of steel. They didn't say aluminum. They didn't say spinning wheels. They said the wheels of steel. Atliens is the best album, hands down. And I know everybody gonna agree with Stack. I already know that. I don't know what they talking about.
Okay, y'all both finished.
say your little piece, Wick. Say your little piece.
Let me sit up. Let me, matter of fact, you know what?
Get it in. Go on sip now.
This is a fine drink.
Go on sip.
You need that to build up the courage to say the ignorance that's about to come out of your mouth, sir.
Before you say your ignorance, I just want you to remember one thing. Jazzy Bell. I'm through.
Jazzy Bell. I didn't even really get into Jazzy Bell as much as y'all did. Now, let me tell both of y'all
pull
something.
up the anchor. Let me about to leave.
Let me tell both of y'all something.
Pull up the anchor.
You just went with the top selling album, probably. I think that was the top selling album. You disqualified.
ATL was just ATL.
Yeah, two dope boys in Canada. I don't know about all that. And you,
oh Lord, good.
You went with Aquemini, and when I first heard you say that, I was like, I see why he would say that, because B-High always says the most popular name of an album.
No, I say the best name.
You like Thriller is better. It sounds better. It does sound better. But let me get both of y'all.
I hate him.
Let me get both of y'all the facts. Here's the facts, and this for all my ATL people out there. The best album is SouthernPlayalistic, Cadillac Funky Music.
You doing it because you like this song.
Player, if y'all choose it. You better make sure you're going to use it. You see what I'm saying? And both of y'all ain't using it. You're not using this, bruh. Come on, man. Let me tell you something.
You see this, so that's how to set up.
Three of the best records from Outkast. I'm going to kick some facts now. Y'all speak off emotion.
Get to the
Three of the best records that Outkast has ever done is on that record. Okay, I just gave you one. How about we got to get up, get out, and get something? How you know about getting up and getting out and get something? You built this from scratch. Look what we're looking over. Look what we are looking over. If you didn't get up, get out and get something.
You ain't lying. We
would be in the basement right now. You understand what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. Come on.
That's if I'm not mistaken, that was the first time that we really heard CeeLo snap.
True.
That brought us CeeLo Green. You've heard of CeeLo, haven't you?
Yeah, I know a little bit about CeeLo Green. I know a little bit about CeeLo Green.
You're from East Point, right?
Yeah.
You fail to tell the people that, right?
Yeah, I'm from East Point.
So you're from East Point and then picked the worst record. You see what I'm saying? Rosa Parks, that's what you threw at me?
But my record was
Jazzy Bell. You threw Jazzy Bell at me?
If it was for Outkast, we wouldn't have got here today.
Now, B-High.
We came in the
B-High, you got your cheerleader with you.
Elevators, me and you.
Okay, yeah, me and you. You got your cheerleader with you. Now let's go to the number one record that Outkast has ever made. I'm not talking about what sold the most. I'm not talking about, what sold over in Europe or went #1 in Australia. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what went #1 right here in the ghettos around the world. Man. It was a song called Players Ball. Maybe you've heard of that. You claim you're a player behind. You claim you're the prototype. If you said if God can make a man for a woman, the women would say, I want my man to look like Beehive. That's what you said. Now, he thinks he's a player too.
I want my man to look like Stat. I want my man to act like Stat. I want my man to
The song was called Players Ball. It came out nothing but them legs. You remember that part right there?
Yeah.
Do you remember the hook on that song, Stack?
Man, look here, man. It's just like this right here.
It said all the players came from West Stack.
From far and doggone wide.
Right, wearing afros and braids. Kicking what, Stack?
You already know what it is.
Them gangsta rap.
Gangsta doggone.
I'm tell you,
That's right.
There's a better day.
Better day.
When Wicked is being a player.
Okay, you know what? Let me just stop you because now you're going there. He on the road to nowhere. Let me hit you again.
Version.
That's not the original version.
That was the original version.
He did not say nothing about Wicked and those other playlists. All that music, fool.
You got to deal with him. We pulling up. I'm just throw out, baby. We pulling up at Chester. He talking about there go that Wicked something there, bro. The ice cream name is Wicked Strawberry. He claims
everything that says Wicked comes from me.
Well, let me get back in here though, Wick, because even Big Boy said that on Scuba on the Barbie on the Aquemini, he said, I gotta hit the source. I need my other half a mic because that SouthernPlayalistic Cadillac music was a classic, right? That means that even Big knew that album was slipped on, but he knew that he was coming with another 5 micer, which was Aquemini, and that people were gonna be late to the party with that SouthernPlayalistic Cadillac music because it was not Aquemini, fool.
It was their first album. Beehive, people are you're always gonna grow. We went over this. I thought I trained you last time.
No. Man, he's training everybody.
This is what I was telling you about when we go back to the DLC. I didn't want to tap on that again.
Okay.
I didn't want to rehash.
Okay, see that. You want to open up old wounds? It's okay. I'm bleeding, but it's okay.
The point I was trying to make with the DLC was that the point that I was trying to make with the DLC was he came out platinum. So what makes you think that he wasn't going to go double platinum, triple platinum, 5 times platinum? He was going to grow from there. So let's bring it back to this Outkast. Yeah, they went out and went gold. They went gold off of SouthernPlayalistic. The next album went platinum. Then you have a double platinum. Then you have a diamond record. So stuff grows. Rap grows.
Well, let me tell you something, Wick. To be honest with you, man, I'm not even here to argue with you. I'm here to argue with Stack. Because Atliens is the only other album that's comparable to Aquemini. SouthernPlayalistic needs to get in the backseat where it belongs. Stack, why do you say Atliens is better than Aquemini so I can shut you down?
One word. We talking about albums. We talking about stuff that's out here that's in the mainstream, right? That's all I need to do.
Where it ain't all peaches and cream.
I don't know.
The mainstream.
I mean, look at this guy. He looks like
I look like Cujo. I look like CeeLo. I look like Gip. You know what I'm saying? I look like all them boys.
You look like you just came from another planet called Hater. That's what you look like. And
he's a Haitian?
Hater.
At least we got 3 moons on my planet.
You can see it up there on a clear night. You can see it got a big old H on it. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to know why. I already know what time it is with him. You know what I'm talking about? He trying to drop a brother off at 5 Point train station when we get out here. I'm trying to figure out why you don't. Beehive, look now. You's a professor.
Correct.
Your name Mr. Beehive. I feel funny calling you by Beehive. You Mr. Beehive. I'm trying to figure out where all your smarts and all your in your hair look better.
No.
Why do you think name Atliens, bro?
Aquemini had the best production. Okay, that stuff on Skew It on the Barbie, Rosa Parks, Synthesizer, Spodell the Doperation. The actual tracks on Aquemini were greater than any of the tracks leading up to that point.
Production evolved. They was broke when they started. The budget was tighter. I mean, it's a difference if you
because everybody got to take their whole life to make that first album. And they say the second album jinxed, but the second album was better than the first album. And then the third album was better than the first 2 albums altogether, fool.
I forgot to bring up?
Talk to me.
I'm just crumbling herbs. I'm just we have crumbling herbs. I mean, that was everybody. Every hood. Who didn't? See, you making it sound bad. Don't say that again. Don't do that again. Don't do that again.
I'm gonna put it to you like this though too. What I love the most about Aquemini is that was the point where Andre and Big Boy were neck and neck on those records. Guess what? Big Boy won SouthernPlayalistic Cadillac Music. That album was Big Boy's album, okay?
Oh, no.
Aliens.
That album. Right?
Andre started to creep up.
Yeah, he was on.
But on Aquemini, it was 50-50 split down the middle. Them boys were both at their A game and they snapped on every track and it was ridiculous from beginning to end.
So if you feel like, it's okay, Beehive, so you just said something, I ain't gonna let you get away with this.
Come on now.
So you said if that first album was Big Boy's, he won that album, right?
That's right.
Why are people running around here saying that Andre 3000 is the GOAT? If Big Boy won the first one, you say they was getting close.
I'm glad you said that. You want to know why they said that?
Talk to me.
Because they didn't listen to that first album because that wasn't it. They wanted to hear Cass when they were neck and neck.
And what did Andre
That first
say?
album was Big Boy's album. Andre came to play. But by the time Aquemini came, both of them boys were some theoretical, philosophical scientists. You know what? They had to come up with Aquemini because they was on some scientific shit, okay? They had to take two different science, put them together, and create a whole new world.
Andre 3000 was eccentric. Andre 3000.
He can't even feel me.
Andre 3000 was getting ate up on SouthernPlayalistic. He said, I got to come up with something different. So let me get a wig or something. I don't know what he was doing.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that either.
He had to come
we're not gonna let you slide on that.
Because Big was eating.
We're not gonna let you slide on that.
The album was eating. CeeLo was eating. Everybody, the whole dungeon was eating. It was the best album. Players Ball, SouthernPlayalistic, Crumbling Herb, the best album, and Cadillac Funky Music. I got 4 records. Anybody out there who wants to debate me, you're a fool.
What did Andre say himself?
I don't care what Andre said.
I feel that Big Boy is a better rapper. He don't even want to rap no more.
You making my point for me.
Andre on Aquemini came with one of the greatest cadences in hip hop.
Who?
Andre 3000. See, this is when he wasn't even 3000 on SouthernPlayalistic Cadillac Music.
He was 3000.
When he got to Aquemini, his mind warps and bends, floats the wind, count to 10.
I didn't even listen.
What was he on?
Let's talk about time traveling, rhyme javelin, something mind unraveling, get down.
Ooh.
That Return of the Gangster.
On Aquemini.
Oh, Lord. See, I don't know. Now, Lord.
But Big Boy still ate him on that.
You in a hard spot with.
You damn right. Big Boy, they were both eating. But
Big Boy still ate on that. You know what I'm saying?
They both snapped on that.
I kick my feet up and watch my little girl blow bubbles. You know
I put 2 in the air to let them know I'm babysitting.
You know what? I guess I'm a little upset too because we already know I won the album debate.
No, you didn't win because now you keep on getting left in the dust. You trying to backtrack. He backpedaling a little bit.
I'm backpedaling all. And also, I want to, I'm kind of upset because everybody be saying Andre 3000 the GOAT, but I haven't heard nothing that he has done by himself without Big to warrant that. I don't see 3-4 albums of longevity by Andre 3000 that will say, you know what? That's the GOAT right there.
What is this guy saying?
See, this is the issue. When it comes to 3 racks.
Andre 3000 is the GOAT, you have to say Outkast is the GOAT. Not Andre 3000. Outkast.
Let me do a fan survey.
Synthesizer, microwave me.
Come on,
give me something so I can make 7 babies.
Come on,
Suck my breast up. Give me something backed up. Make my vision look like it ain't no such thing as bad luck. My nose ain't right. I need a new one. That man explained what Instagram is right now. 10 years before Instagram came out.
I mean, we all
Please make my life look like it ain't no such thing as bad luck. That is what we living in right now. That's when the man became 3000 on synthesizer.
I'm not saying he's
and
not
that's what made him the greatest.
He's not the greatest, B-High. He's not the greatest. I hate to bust everybody bubble. If you want to say that he's the greatest, Outkast is the greatest.
Well, we on the same page. Well, we on the same page
But
with
you're
that.
trying to leave out Big.
I ain't never tried to leave out
He
Big.
included Big in there.
Well, I didn't hear nobody say Outkast. I keep hearing y'all, everybody that runs around here talking about Andre 3000. Because he was a little bit more eccentric. Because Big had on the flip-flops, the A hat. He never changed. But he was just as lyrical, just as fire.
Man,
I
Andre,
feel
man.
More eccentric.
Nobody said that Big wasn't there with Big Boy. That's why Aquemini is the greatest album, because
It's
both
not
of them.
in Southern Playalistic.
No.
And I'm through talking about
You guys are both.
No, we just getting started.
I want you to look at this right here. Look at this ATL. Just listen to this little, just 2 sentences. Oh yes, I love her like an Egyptian. Want a description, my Royal Highness. Come on, man. Do you even understand, man?
I
So
don't
many
need, it
pluses
sounds
when
like
I
some
bust.
shit out of
There can be
dictionary.
no minus.
It sounds like somebody went in a dictionary and started making up words. I don't care nothing about all that.
To the
What
La
I care-
Quinta, we went, laying them hoes down on the freestyle tip.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Did y'all see? Did y'all see the video on Cadillac Music when they first had the ATL shirts on? When Drake had the cornrows, that's the Outkast I'm talking about.
See,
when Big Boy had the Kango, who wears Kangos anymore? Let's talk about that right there. Some real Southern players.
Everything that you said is going to lead you back into a trap.
Go
Just
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
A trap.
He don't understand. He don't
Let
know
that marinate on you.
Go ahead.
Just that, a trap. Let that marinate on them.
Oh wow.
I'm right.
Man, how many quotables do I got on the Aquemini from Big and Dre?
I don't care.
You don't have not
You're
one
right.
other album where you can get quotables from Big
I
Boy
don't care
and
about
Dre
your
at the same
quotables.
time.
I don't care about your quotables.
That's what
I
make
don't
them the
care
greatest of
about-
all time. You crazy man.
I don't care about your quotables or his quotables part 2 of your quotable.
All I gotta say is like this.
2 of y'all.
I'm dying in here. I'm dying.
Y'all trying to team up on me with it. Y'all got this hair
Come
and
on
stuff.
now.
You know what I'm saying? In here looking foolish.
Come on now.
I know
Come on
that
now.
that the streets like Southern Playalistic album the best. They're gonna say it in the comments. It's gonna be some clowns out there that gonna be. Come
on now. Come on now.
The ocean came up.
You
and
see
they
all that he
rolled on
throwing
the
out?
moon and all.
You see that? But you see what he throwing out? He throwing them out. But just like my folks said on ATL, you throw it out, just like boomerangs, they come right what?
Back.
Players ball.
Hey, stop out. You did.
Players ball. Cadillac funky music. Crumbling herb. Get up, get out, and get something. You give me a 4 that's better.
Bro, I give 10 that better than all.
No, I'm talking to the people now.
I give 10 that better than
I'm
that.
tired of hearing what y'all
I
talking
get
about.
2 dope bars in the Cadillac, Over the Woods, Babylon, Mainstream. Come on, boy. E.G.
And 4, what's your 4 behind?
I mean, I want to go through the whole album, but I'm gonna just have to hit
give
you
me
with the
4.
5.
I'm gonna
Okay.
say, let's ask the people which 4 they going with. I'm gonna start my 4 one more time.
Come on with it, then. With
Crumbling herb.
Okay, good. You do yours.
Get up, get out, and get something. Players ball and Cadillac funky music. Them are my 4. Give me your 4 stack.
2 dope boys in the Cadillac. You already know it. Atliens. Okay, now Wheels of Steel. And I could go all down the list, but I'm gonna bring it back to Jazz at Bell.
Okay.
I got to throw elevators on yours.
No, you can't throw that on here.
Yes,
you
you
gotta
can.
see
I got to throw elevators on that. I got to throw elevators on that.
Give me 5. You can give me 5. Y'all.
I gotta get 5 because I'm about to take 5.
Throw it on
Return of the Gangster. See, this is another thing. I'm talking about songs that hit hard like singles that were never singles.
Okay.
Return of the Gangster.
Okay.
Spody Odie Dopalicious. Rosa Parks. Mamacita. Papa Dana. I'm talking about Skew It on a Barbie. Aquemini.
You don't win it a 5 or 6 songs. It's supposed to be 4 songs a piece. Y'all, you see what I'm
Rick,
saying?
if you scared, say you
I'm not
scared.
scared.
If you don't have 5 songs out there, supposed
If you don't get him about my face, if you don't get him up, get your boy.
we got 4 songs. We got 5 and 6.
Man.
That go to show you the
Give his ass
the
hell
best
stack.
album.
I said 4 songs.
Give me 5. Give me a 5th one.
Y'all see, I said 4. I stuck
Yeah,
to 4.
you
He had to go with 5. He had to go with 8. You see what I'm saying?
Can you cue the crickets?
I gave 4. He gave 12. He gave 13. I told y'all with 4. Well, they couldn't give me 4 because they know it's not 4 records that they got off of those albums. They're gonna beat Get High, Get Up and Get Out and Get High, Players Ball, Crumbling Herb, and Cadillac funky music. You don't have 4. So you trying to
Nigga,
give me
I got
7,
5 and 6 and
8.
7. No, I got too many because this album was a classic.
Whatever.
And really, ATL, and I could just go from one all the way
You
down.
excluded.
You know what
Nobody
I'm saying?
cares about
I
ATL.
guarantee you.
ATLiens that's the only man I need to be arguing with here because your album stinks.
Yours is off. We need to put it. Who got a cardboard? We need to put a Wicked Tree cardboard right here. You know what I'm saying? We can have them on the show tonight. Because look, I'm telling you that way, and everybody gonna agree with it. When we see it, I might even just film myself in my living room with joy and just laughing because everybody is going to go with ATLiens.
Okay.
With that being said, fam, this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all to hit them comments, man. What are your top 4? Personally, I want to say 5 songs.
Four.
SouthernPlayalistic Cadillac Music, ATLiens, and Aquemini. Then tell me which album was greater.
I won.
Was it SouthernPlayalistic with Wicked? Is Wick right? Mm-hmm. And is he now finally won the argument? Or is it ATLiens with Stack? Did he just come in as a new undisputed champion?
Always, brother.
Or is it Aquemini, the obvious favorite from yours truly? Aquemini, y'all.
You know, but it came with a presidential, you know.
He broke everything down. Let me have a shot.
Let me be clear. America, I love you. This is your boy.
But
Free stimulus checks for everybody if you agree with me.